Hello, hello, testing 1 2 3. Hello, hello, testing 1 2 3. Okay. So, and just a quick check on how are we guys feeling? How's everyone feeling about the different topics we have covered? And are we feeling more comfortable with some of the things we talk about nowadays? Any volunteers?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Now are much more better getting as compared to when we just were discussing that theoretically.
Okay. And when you are reading Quran now, how do you how's your relationship with the Quran now?
Yes, yeah. Sometimes I find out the things what we were discussing, like these murakkabs or the jumla ismiya.
So does any one of you uses the recitequran.com? Anyone?
Brother, I normally use all of your 2 or 3 tools. One thing I found is that maybe it's interesting that before, when I was reciting, I was just reading Quran without understanding. Now I cannot do that. Whenever I read something, I try to understand before I pass on to next ayah.
Very good, very good. That's good. That's good.
So sometime I get the meaning, sometime I 50%, 80%, but it slows me down in reading. That's sometimes I feel maybe I'm not reading much, but
Right.
actually, it kind of forces me to go to the meaning.
Very good. No, that's a good thing. That's a good sign because our goal is not the quantity. Our goal is
Yeah.
the quality. Because if we don't stop even at this age and ponder, then when are we going to do it, right? So, and I'm sure, mashallah, you have learned Quran or heard lectures and everything. So you know a lot, but now you're learning on a personal level. So it's a different feeling altogether. Anybody else wants to share? Brother Javed? Huh? Brother Javed,
Sorry, I logged in a minute late. What was the question?
Oh, I'm saying that after, mashallah, spending so much time learning all this, are we seeing any improvements when we are dealing with Quran?
Sure, definitely. Definitely.
Okay, so looks like we have a good number of people. So alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
فنحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So today is Thursday, and we are going to do our grammatical concept clarification. So one thing we got stuck on last time was something called Badal. Like we come across Badal quite a few times. Like for example, here we have Badal here. And we have Badal here. Oops, too much. Okay. So I thought I should take a look at it, and I didn't want it to just tell you something which I didn't know. So I did some investigation, and inshallah I'll share that information with you today. And also we have some vocabulary to go through. So we'll probably go through this one page, time permitting. So inshallah that's one thing I would like to do. Okay, so here is some notes I got from somewhere, and the Arabic word is badalun. Okay, and we know from Urdu we know what badal is. Badal, we know something mutabadil. The word for substitute in Urdu is mutabadil. Remember that mutabadil? What a
Yes.
mutabadil is? Like when you switch one thing for another one. Okay. So in today's lecture, the one concept about badal is considering or regarding the ismul ishara, right? So let's take a look at it, and I'll write down a lot of things after this, but just wanted to kick off with this little one slide. So what is this? Haza jadidun. What is haza? Ismul ishara. And the translation of haza is this. And jadidun is new, correct? So if we do the translation, is this is new. Haza jadidun mubtada wa khabar, correct? Similarly, if you look at this, al baytu jadidun.
The
So
house is new.
the house is new. So al baytu is mubtada and jadidun is khabar, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So if we do this now, when we say haza jadidun, it says this is new. Yes, we can make some sense of it, but there is no clarity in there. Do you think what is new? You may ask what is new, right? Or another way, if I try to explain to you, let's say I'm talking to Brother Abrar and I have a book in my hand and I say haza jadidun and I'm pointing towards my book. So if Brother Abraz is looking at me and he sees the book in my hand, he would figure out that I'm talking about my book, correct? Right?
Yeah.
But in general, if I say haza jadidun, the question arises, what is,
What
right? What is? So in these two sentences, if I combine them, if I say hazal baytu jadidun, meaning this house is
house
new.
is new.
So I am actually clarifying. I'm giving you more information. I'm trying to take the doubt away. So in this sentence, al baytu is the badal. Al baytu
Yeah.
is the substitute, and it is giving you additional information about what is haza. So I said haza jadidun. This is new. But if I say haza al baytu jadidun, then mean I'm saying this house is new.
New.
So if we look at the sentence structure, haza is still mubtada, jadidun is still khabar. However, there is a new thing in the middle, which is badal. So it cannot be mubtada, it cannot be khabar. It by itself, it is a new introduction and it's called badal. Is that making any sense?
What it is badal of? The question is, you're using the word badal, that means it is a substitute for something else.
Okay.
What was missing over here that was replaced by that, and then so okay, we replace that word, and now we are putting that, it is a badal.
Yes. So when we say haza, this al baytu is the badal for haza.
So Brother Abid, is it
Yes.
is it similar to if we are, for example, in writing, we write, let me say, Abid is a teacher and he is a good teacher, right?
Yes.
So first Abid is, then after I'm not using every time the same name. And once I explain who is that, and then I will start using Isme Ishara.
That's right. You use
Exactly.
pronoun. You use the pronoun say he, right? Now
Yeah.
look at the definition. Yeah, I understand that. Let's take a look at the definition. It says a definite noun. What do we mean by definite noun? Definite noun is marifa, something
Marifa.
proper, right? Al baytu is proper. And is it also rafa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So when a definite noun ismun marifa following a demonstrative pronoun ismul ishara is called a substitute. Okay. There are other types of substitute which we will learn later. So in this topic or this discussion, we are only going to try to focus on badal in respect to ismul ishara. Okay. So in Brother Altaf's example, he said this is Abid is a teacher and he is hardworking or something like that. But that is a pronoun. That was not Isme Ishara.
Isme Zamir.
Yeah, pronoun. Pronoun is a Zamir, which is a personal pronoun, right? It's like a personal, it's called a pronoun. So Haza is a demonstrative pronoun. So as we were saying, if I say haza jadidun, it makes sense 50%, but it will get a curiosity in the mind of the listener.
But
What is new, right? So if you provide that missing link, then that link or that additional clarification you provided is known as badal in Arabic grammar. Okay, so that is what they are trying to emphasize in this definition as well. Okay, so let's go to our camera and let's play with few things and then let's see how it makes sense. So again, if this is a rule in an Arabic language, we cannot fight it or get too much disturbed about it. We just need to take it as is and then inshallah move forward with this. Okay, so let's say if I write something like haza and I say haza jadidun, is that making sense?
Yeah.
So haza is this and new, and because it's a sentence, we're gonna say is new. This is new, and we also know that this is mubtada and this is khabar. Everybody so far with me?
Yes.
Okay. So if I say hazal kitabu jadidun. Jadidun. Okay. So what did I do? I said this,
هذا كتاب جديد.
this new, and this book.
Book.
Actually, the book.
The book.
The book. So when I have this, I don't have to say this. I say this book.
This book is new. Is new.
Yeah. So again, haza will stay mubtada. Khabar is still the khabar. Jadidun is khabar. So this new word, we're going to call it.
Badal.
What are we going to call it?
Badal.
Badal. Okay.
Badal.
So badal cannot be mubtada.
مبتدا.
Okay. And badal cannot be.
الخبر.
So that is why in this sentence, al-kitabu is badal.
Can it be a rafa?
It is rafa. It is rafa because rafa mean is al-kitab. So this dhamma, kitab is singular. So you can look at the last letter and you see the dhamma and then you see. Okay. So if with this example, if I go back to some of the analysis we've been doing, let's take a look. I can probably find you a few. Okay. So okay, let's see. So hazal baytu lil mudarrisi.
Mudarrisi.
Haza is mubtada. Yes.
Yes.
And lil mudarrisi is the khabar.
Yeah,
Very good, Badal.
Jar majroor because which is shibu jumla khabar, right?
yes.
But al baytu is the badal.
Badal.
It
If
will
you-
always come in the middle of mubtada and
Yeah.
khabar.
Yes, because that's how badal will. Because if you say haza lil mudarrisi, then you say this is for the teacher. It still makes sense, but that question will the listener will say what is for
What
the
is
teacher?
Yeah.
What is for the teacher, right? So you're gonna say al bayt. You're making it clear. You're making it very clear. Your because when you say haza, your intention was the bayt in your mind, but now you specified it. You said haza al baytu lil mudarrisi. That is why in this sentence, al baytu is the badal. Okay. Okay. Similarly, if you look at now, the other concept is haza here and is hazihi here. Okay. The reason being because al baytu is masculine, so the ishara for masculine is haza.
Haza.
And when the mubtada was muannas, feminine, darrajatu, and darrajatu in Arabic is feminine because of the ta marbuta. So the isme ishara for female is hazihi,
Hazihi.
right? So look, hazihi, if I forget about ad-darrajatu, then I say hazihi li ibnil muaddin. This is for the son of the muaddin. Then you say, what is for the son of muaddin? Again, if you could see the bicycle in front of you, then you may not be confused. You would say, oh, hazi, this bicycle is for the son of the muaddin. But in order for me to specifically tell you without causing any doubt in your mind, I would say hazihi darrajatu li ibnil muaddini. Is that making sense?
Mm.
Ad-darrajatu will be
Badal.
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 okay. So now, alhamdulillah, you can see what was the this new thing was al-baytu, ad-darrajatu, and we were what we were doing, which was sort of wrong. I think we were saying haz al-baytu. We were making it a murakkab ishari, right? And that's what haz al-baytu is mubtada, but in real sense, al-baytu is the badal, and badal cannot be mubtada. So we are correcting ourselves. Okay. Similarly, over here, let's see. There's some more examples here. Okay, let's see. Keep going. Okay. Okay. So ulaika ar-rijalu. So I'm gonna go to my camera for a second and then try to explain this. That what's going on is how many properties of noun we have?
14.
14.
4.
4.
It's okay. So it's still learning.
14
Okay.
is something, I don't know what happened there.
Yes. So those are the
Depends
pronouns.
on only one.
14 pronouns. Yeah. 14 pronouns, and then when we make 14 variations with the verb, then we have 14. But there are 4 properties of a noun, meaning gender,
Yeah.
number,
Number.
and we
Capacity.
call it type, and then we call it status.
Status. Capacity.
Okay. Yeah. So again, gender is jins,
Adad.
and
Usaf.
wusa, and then and we say halat,
Adad.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you have a situation where you have isme ishara, and then you have badal, okay? So the gender will follow the gender. For example, if it is haza, if it's haza, right? So then it will be kitabu, right? Kitabun, right? Haza kitab. No, not haza kitab. Okay? So this is a book, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the gender is masculine. Yeah. Number haza singular.
Singular.
Kitab singular. Yes.
Yes.
Now type, we know haza is mabni. Yes.
Yes.
Mabni. And kitabun here is what?
Marfu.
Rafa, right?
Yes.
Or marfu. So then we will take haza as
Rafa.
Rafa. Okay. Is kitabun is nakira? So, but we
Yes.
will have al kitabu, right? Because we are saying that when we have haza, we get the badal as
Proper.
marifa, right? So it's gonna be proper noun, and then haza is already proper. Is that clear?
So it is on each other in 4 cases.
Okay. Any questions on this? Do we agree that haza is masculine?
Yes.
Do we agree is singular?
Yes.
And then rafa, because we said al kitabu is rafa.
Yeah, because it will follow the kitab.
Is haza proper noun?
Yes.
Because it is one of the categories of the proper nouns. And al kitabu is proper because of the al.
Yes. Because of al.
So keep in mind that whenever you are dealing with ismu ishara, and there is badal, then you will have those properties, those 4 properties, they will match with each other.
Each other.
Okay, so brother Abid, in other words, it cannot be haza kitabun.
Yeah, it cannot be haza kitabun, because if this is haza kitabun, then it's not as badal. It's basically just one little sentence that this is kitab.
هذا الكتاب.
Yes, this is the book, right? So because there is no badal in there, but when we are dealing with badal, then we would have to understand that they will follow each other, and I'll show you some examples. Okay, for example, another thing, important thing, remember in Arabic we have these words which are pairs. So if haza is the ismu ishara and al kitabu is the badal, then what is the name of, what is the counterpart of badal? Is called mubdal
متبدل.
no mubdal min.
Allah.
Mubdal min. This is a jazm. Okay, meaning if I say, if this is substitute, then this is the substitute of who. Whose substitute? Okay, so the question is, al kitabu is the badal for what? Haza, right? So the other name for haza will be, or if it's badal, then
مبدل منه.
thing it's badal of is going to be called mabdul min. Mubdal min. Mubdal min.
هذا
Is that making
الجملة.
sense?
Yeah.
So if remember, when we say something is mudaf, then the
مضاف
second thing is mudaf
مضاف
ilayh,
إليه.
right? When we say something is mawsuf, then we say mawsuf of sifa, right? And then we say something like, if it's ataf, then it is matuf. Yeah. If we say it is man'ut, then we have naat. You get it? What I'm talking about? Then we say jar,
إلى موصول.
jar
yeah,
majroor.
majroor, right? So similarly, badal is mubdal min.
مبدل منه.
Mubdal min. Okay. Okay. So if I say as-sayyaratu, as-sayyara to, so I want to say new car. So what do I need to say?
جديدة.
جديدة.
Jadida,
هذا السيارة.
jadidatun. Yeah.
Yes.
Then if I want to add a isme ishara, what will be that?
هذا.
هذه.
هذه.
Hazihi sayyaratu jadidatun. So again, is this mubtada?
Yes.
Is this badal?
Yes.
بدل.
And this is khabar. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this was haza is the ishara for near. Yes. If I want to say that car is new, so what will be that Arabic of that?
ذلك.
Is female.
Does the badal always come after haza or hazihi, or it could come with after any other word also?
Okay.
يعني اسم
Right
إشارة.
now, as I said, we are talking about one specific case in regard to Ismul Ishara. In this lecture, we're only focusing on Badal when it comes with Ismul Ishara. There are other Badals also. We are not discussing that right now. We're
So
only
it could be
focusing.
any isme ishara, like can we say zalika sayara?
Yeah, that's Ismul Ishara.
أولئك.
Okay, so you're right. Anything which is ishara, that is acceptable. So if I'm saying that is a new car, so I'm going to use the word tilka.
Tilka.
Why tilka?
Female.
Feminine. So tilka sayyaratu jadidatun. So what I'm trying to identify or trying to tell you that these have to follow these rules. So in this case, when I had female, I had to bring the female and then female here. Got it? Now this was for the near one. This is for the far one. Okay. So similarly, if I say al-kitabu jadidun, right? We talked about that, right? So for far, what will be the ishara for far?
Zalik.
Zalik. Anybody, why is it zalika?
Male.
Male, male,
Male.
male. Singular, singular, singular.
Singular.
Right? This is Rafa, Rafa, Rafa.
Yes.
Okay, but we are only talking about these two. We're not talking about this because this is the khabar. We're talking about the ism ishara, which is mubdal min and badal. And then it is proper and it is proper.
Okay.
Is that making sense, guys?
And the third one will be nakira. See, yeah? Come on.
Okay. If this is correct, then let's do another one. If I would say something like,
Okay.
if I want to say something like, if I want to say to those two books are new. Okay. So these, the keyword here is two. Yes. So what is the other? What is the name for the other?
Musanna.
Musanna. So how do we make the musanna for books?
Kitab.
Alright.
Kitab.
Kitabani.
Kitabani.
Al-Kitabani, right?
Jadidani.
Jadi,
Dani.
Nani. And then what will be the ishara? Actually, these, the near one.
Howla is plural, right? Yeah.
No, hawla is plural, you're right. So I'm talking about only two. So what is the ishara for two?
Hazani. Yeah.
Hazanil kitabani jadidani.
MashaAllah.
Okay, so what happened here? Still male, male, male. Dual,
Dual.
dual, dual. Yeah. Rafa, Rafa. Proper, proper. Badal Taf?
Jadidani. Common.
Good.
It's good.
Okay. So if this is good, then let's take another. So we understood the part that whatever category I'm going to take, whether it's female, male, singular, plural, then the badal and the mubdal min
Khabar will follow.
follow. The mubdal min and badal will always be in sync with each other. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you one more example. Okay. For example, if I say Sadiqi ka, what is the meaning of Sadiqi ka?
Truthful women.
Sadiqi ka.
Ka is you.
So your friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your friend.
Sadiq is friend. Sadiqi ka, your friend. Yes. If I say Fil Baiti, what is this?
In house.
In the house. Yes.
Okay.
So you're right. So Sadiqi ka is your friend.
Your
Right? So is this mudaf?
Mudaf alayh.
Mudaf ilay? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And fil bayti is jar majroor.
Yeah.
Okay. Sadiqi ka, is it ism?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I call it mubtada?
I think murakkab izafi could be a mubtada.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
mubtada, very good candidate for
Mubtada.
mubtada. Fil bayti is basically muta'alliq
Khabar.
khabar, right?
Muta'alliq.
What is another name? We will say shibu
Shibu
Jumla.
jumla.
jumla. And what is more specific? Jar majroor.
Yeah.
Shibu jumla because of jar majroor. So is muta'alliq khabar equal to khabar?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that making sense? Your friend is in the house. It makes sense, but isn't going to cause you a curiosity that which friend of mine? You understand what I'm saying? If I say your friend is in the house, you're going to say which friend?
Yeah. Yes.
So if I say something like
Yeah,
this,
Badal.
if I say ha mi
Dun.
does that make any sense? Does
Yes.
it clarify the situation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this Hamid is
Badal.
making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So again, look at the combination is male, male, singular, singular. Yeah. Similarly, it's actually Siddiquka, I think. Siddiquka. So Siddiqu is Rafa, Rafa. And Mudaf, Mudaf ilay, we consider it proper because there is a pronoun in there already. Yes.
Siddiqu can be a proper. Siddiq is proper.
Siddiq is proper because I say Siddiqu. If I say Siddiqu, is it proper?
No.
No. But with the pronoun, pronoun is proper.
Your friend. Yes.
Yes. So then because of virtue of that, this becomes that proper as well. Yeah. Because whenever you have a murakkab, they follow each other in all those four properties, correct?
Yeah.
How did we make Zalika Rafa? Zalika is Mabni, but because the kitab was Rafa, we said Zalika is Rafa. On the same token, Sadiquka is Rafa, or we can say Mahallan Rafa, proper, sorry. Okay. So this is another example other than the Ismail Ishara. Brother Javed, did you see that?
I'm seeing that, yeah.
I did not use Ismail Ishara here.
Yeah.
But in this case, when you say Sadiquka fil bayti, your friend is in the house, right? Is will be in the bracket here because it's a sentence. But it causes you to think which one of my friend. You're not clear about that. You know, one of my friends is in the house, but which one? But if I introduce Hamid in the picture, then your confusion is gone. You have a clarity now that which friend of mine is in the house. So in this kind of situation, Hamid is a badal. It does not affect the mubtada. It does not affect the khabar. It cannot replace them. It stays itself, and it has certain rules to follow. And in this, Sadiquka will be mubdal min. And because Hamid is badal, then what is it badal of? Your friend. Yes. So think like a normal, like a language. It will start to make sense, right? Any questions on this? No questions?
Nope.
Okay, good. So you guys are perfect now, and I can test you, huh?
Very perfect.
Okay, so all right. So now these, did you guys notice that attached all of these in the WhatsApp group. Did you guys download it?
Yeah.
Did everybody downloaded it?
No.
No.
Okay, so
seen
in
it.
other words, you're not keeping, making a list of things I send you. It'll be helpful if you keep them in your record and once in a while take a look at it.
I actually printed and I'm writing on this, so I can cheat.
Alhamdulillah. Well, then that's why you're ahead of the game in most of the time, because you do your due diligence. Okay. All right. So one of these days, what we're going to do, maybe before Ramadan or the last lecture, we're going to go over all these topics. Okay. So in this list, I have 24 topics, even though we have covered a lot more than this. Okay. All right. So one of these days, we're going to go over these. For example, this is sort of a review, like the parts of speech, English versus Arabic. And I think by now we should have almost like 100% on what these are. So English has 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, interjection, verb, conjunction, preposition. In Arabic, they have condensed them into 3 parts: ism, fail, and harf. And just to show you that there are still 8 in Arabic as well, but what they have done, they have taken the various parts of the noun and they just group them into one noun, right? So this is review, correct? You're familiar.
Yeah, this we did already in the past couple of
Okay.
times.
So ism is noun and it includes the pronoun, adjective, adverb, interjection. So what is a pronoun? Pronoun is a word like he, she, it, they. That's why we call it pronoun. And what is the Arabic word for pronoun?
Zamir.
Ism zamir, right?
Zamir.
Adjective is a word that describes a noun. For example, a tall man. So this is the example of attributes. Sifa, mawsuf,
Tawsifi. Yeah.
mawsifi, right? When you are telling me about somebody's, you're describing somebody, the person is tall, short, white, black, you're telling me if he's a saleh, if he's a corrupt, if it's a liar, you're telling me some attributes about them, and that is an adjective. Adverb is a word which gives you additional information about how, when, or where an action takes place. For example, he walked slowly. He walked, but how did he walk?
Slowly.
They will arrive tomorrow. So it is how and when and where.
Special Zamir.
So that is why we say these are zarf zama, zarf makan. Remember when I was talking about zarf, I said these are the nouns of the adverbs of time and place. Okay. Interjection is a word that is independent of other words and used as is, like hello, hi. Okay. Conjunction or conjunction is a word joining 2 clauses in a sentence: and, because, but, right? These are called conjunction. Preposition, we know preposition and we know their name. We know that we call them jar majroor, right? Huruf jara. And we know there are 17 of them. And we are familiar with some of them by heart by now. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. So if you remember these things, mashallah, you are on the right track. Okay, then we know the alphabets and we also know the Arabic vowel signs. How many short vowels Arabic has? 3 short vowels.
Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra.
Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra. These are short vowels. When you have Tanween or when you have Fatha and there is a alif with it, that is a long vowel. When there is a Dhamma and there is a Waw, that is a long vowel. When there is a Kasra and the Ya, then it is long vowel. Maftuhun, Babun, Kamisun. You get it? You have to give 2 haraka. And Brother Abrar can give us the tajweed rules, but the short vowels and long vowels, the difference is short vowel 1 haraka and long vowels 2 haraka. Is that correct, Brother Abrar?
That's correct.
Alhamdulillah. And sukoon is the absence of a vowel sign, is denoted by sukoon, and that is this round, this little circle here. And in Urdu and Indian Quran, we have the little, like a little right greater than sign, a small greater than sign. It's called
Dal, small dal, small.
small dal. Okay, yeah, that's another way to explain it. Do we know what indefinite and definite is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marifa
So,
nakira.
Marifa, nakira, right? Marifa is definite and nakira is indefinite. So we know the names here. For example, kitabun nakara, kursiyun nakara, al kitabu marifa, al kursiyu marifa.
Marifa.
Okay. So you see tanween. Tanween is a sign of nakira or
Nakira.
nakara. Yeah, nakira. And then when the tanween is gone and al is there, what does that mean? That is marifa or definite. Can the tanween and al combine? Can they combine al and tanween?
No.
There will be no tanween.
Very good. However, certain proper names, for example, Muhammadun, Khalidun, the tanween is allowed, but it is considered marifa. That is why we say Zaidun, Khalidun, Muhammadun, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we know what Zalika is, right? Or Haza is. Haza is Ishmul Ishara Lil Karib. This is a demonstrative pronoun for near things. For example, in this page, what is near to you? The book or the door?
The book.
The book, because it's bigger, right? The book, they're making it bigger to show you that the book is near. So you say, Hazal kitabu. Haza kitabun. This is a book. So meaning this is for the near and that for the far. So that is a door. Zalika babun. So zalika is that, is far. Haza is this, is near. Okay. And Ismul Ishara is proper. All Ismul Ishara are proper. Marifa. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Good job. Okay. Then man and ma. Ma is what and man is who. So what can we tell? That ma will be used for ghair aqil. Ghair aqil means non-living things, animals and plants. Yes? And how many aqil categories we have? 3. Humans, jinns and angels. When I say aqil in Arabic, what do I mean by that? How many creations are included in aqil? Beings, jinns, angel. And the ghair aqil will be non-living things, animals and plants. If you say ma haza, what is this? So you are trying to tell me about something which is ghair aqil. If I say man haza, who is this? Then are you talking about aqil or ghair aqil?
Akil means which have an akal or something, wisdom or sense.
Okay, that's
Intellect.
right. Yes, we are talking about akal, right? Akal is aqil. So he says used for rational beings.
Yeah, rational beings.
Rational beings could be the one with the akal. Okay, so I don't want to keep going on and on because there are 77 pages and we need to go over the vocabulary also. So alhamdulillah, we have covered this grammatical analysis of Jumla Ismiya in 3 sessions or more. And now alhamdulillah, we understand Badal. We also looked at the different variations of khabar. We have looked at different variations of mubtada, and we looked at shibu jumla. So all those concepts by now should be very clear in our mind. Yeah, we looked at some of our notes, and we also looked at Badal. Yes, Madhya, you have a question?
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. Can you please share that particular book that you were just referring to?
This one?
No, not this one, the green one.
This one, inshallah, I will. Okay, inshallah. So look at the vocabulary now. So arzaku. What is arzaku? It's the name of a color. Blue. Right? Brother Javed, are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're switching the R and the.
Azrak.
Oh, sorry, Azraku. Azrak is blue. Now, one piece of information about Azrak is this one is masculine. If you have to say blue for female, you will say Zarka'u. What will you say?
Zarqa.
Zarka. So if we have Aswad, Aswad is what?
White.
Black.
Oh, black.
Aswad is black, right? So the female of black, female black will be Sauda'u. Abiyad is what?
Right.
White. So the female of white will be Bayda'u. Okay. So keep that in mind. This is some additional information I wanted to give you. Almania is Arabic name for Germany. If you see Almania, that means the country Germany.
Germany.
In French as well, we call Allemagne, the Germans.
Okay, that's good. Alwanun. Alwanun is the Jama of colors. What is the singular? Law.
Alwan.
Alwanun. Alwanun mean colors. What is singular? Lawn. Right?
No.
Kitabun, book. Right? Singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular.
What is the plural?
Kitabani.
Kutubun. Is a
Kitabani.
Jama Mukassar. Remember? Kitabani will be two books.
Two books.
Two.
Right? Yes, so you're right, but Kitabani is two books. Kutub is plural, more than two books. Waladun, a boy.
So kitabuna is wrong, right?
No kitabuna, because remember, for Ismul Zat, when you make the Jama, it's most likely going to be Jama Mukassar.
Okay.
Right? So, Waladun, a boy, singular, male. Ila is two, preposition. Yeah. Akhun, brother, male. Imamun is imam, right? Ikhwatun is brothers, is the plural of akhu. Okay, so what is the sister? Ukhtun. Yes. Akhun is brother. What is sister? Ukhtun. And what is the plural of ukhtun? Akhawatun. Got it? So there's a minor difference in. It may come maybe a little bit later. I'll show you. America, you know what America is. Hafilatun. Hafilatun is a bus. Hafilatun, a bus. Ummun, mother. Plural of mothers, ummahatun. Brother Kabir, ummahatun rafa or nasab or jar?
Ummahat.
Rafa.
Rafa. Tun.
Okay, why?
Two Tanween Dhamma. Dhamma.
Is it dhamma or ending sound?
Tanween. Tun.
No, you cannot tell me a Jama Salim Muannas by Tanween. Has to be ending sound. Tun, yeah, tun sound is the Rafa sound.
Rafas.
What is the Nasab and Jar sound, Brother Kabir? Ummahatin, ummahatin. You guys need to refresh. Guys, maybe I need to take that class one more time. But inshallah, right now we are on vocabulary, so I'm not going to go too much into that. Al-Kahiratu. Al-Kahiratu is for Cairo, for Egypt. Al-Kahira. Okay. Al-Jamalu. Jamalun is? Camel. Ana bi khairin.
So Brother Abid, is it normal that with cities they always put al?
They have their own way of doing it. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Okay, but it looks like it in all of these vocabularies we are putting al because they are proper nouns, right?
They call it al Pakistan rather than
Yeah, Al-Pakistan, but they also call Pakistani. So it is a little bit of a exceptional topic, but yeah, so you can use Al, no problem, right? Because Cairo is not any country or any city; it is a specific city.
But we cannot
It's,
say Allah.
yes, we cannot say Allah. You're right. So that's why you have to use your judgment, because there is a category called the Arab said so, meaning whatever the Arab call it, we just take it from them and not argue with them, right? So they have their own language, and they decide how they're gonna say certain things, even if it's they have to break the rules. Okay. So ana bi khairin, I am fine. Sayaratun, car. Sayaratun, masculine, feminine.
Feminine.
Feminine. How do you know?
Damatan. The Tamarbuta.
Guys, help out brother Kabir. You left him alone. Everybody, I think we should unmute for next 5-6 minutes.
Yeah,
And we should
I'm trying
participate.
to answer, but my is mute.
I know. So
Yes.
I think you should all unmute for now and try to help out
I
each
think
other.
from last 5 minutes I'm answering, and then I see it. I'm mute.
Okay. Indonesia is Indonesia. Kitun is cat.
Great.
Anfun is nose. Kursiyun, chair. And England is Inkaltara. Inkaltara. Okay.
Student.
Rakhisun is cheap. Rakhisun is cheap.
Cheap.
Yes, cheap means something inexpensive. Okay. Europe or Uruba. Uruba. Tiflun, child. Okay. Now Tiflun, what will be the plural?
Atfal.
Atfal.
Yes. Jama Salim, Jama Mukassar.
Jama Mukassar.
Very good. Ayamun is days.
Yeah.
What is Yom?
Yom.
Yom is one day.
One day.
Ayamun, days.
Jama Mukassar.
Aina. Aina.
Where?
Ibnun,
Son.
son. Ibnatun.
Sons.
Ibnatun, daughter.
Plural of daughter.
No, Ibnatun, daughter. I'm
Okay.
tricking you, giving you a quiz once in a while. Okay, Asino, China. Nasraniyu, Christian.
Christian.
Right? Ikhtabarun, ikhtibarun, examination. Nasara, Christians. The plural of Nasrani will be Nasara. Okay. Ismun.
Brother Abid, ikhtiyarun is not ikhtiyar, or what they call it, the power.
Ikhtibar. It's ikhtibarun.
Ikhtibar. Okay.
Not ikhtiyar. Ikhtibarun. Okay. Medina. Now we know Medina is the name of the city, the Medina Munawwara, but Medina in general in Arabic is mean a city. Okay.
Yes.
When you use the word Medina and you're not talking about Madinatul Munawwara, then you are saying a city. Like in English will be city, Medina. Name, Ismun is name. Al-an is now, just now, like right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if this is a mistake. Hayyun, it says city district. I don't know what that is, but we'll just ignore it for now. Al-Inglesia is English. Okay. Zumala'u is classmates. Okay. Zumala'u, classmates. And Asanawiyatu,
Aliyatu.
Asanawiyatu, like from Sania, Musanna, secondary, right? Faslun is classroom. Faslun, classroom. Okay. Ar-Rabbu, the Lord, right? As-Sama'u, sky. Is Sama masculine, feminine?
It's feminine.
Feminine.
Why?
Skies and these type. So
Because the
special
Arab
category.
said so. Because this is the category. Arab said As-Sama, all these words are like earth, Jannah, Sama, these are all feminine. Okay. Nadifun is clean. Okay. Mustawsafun.
Mustawfun.
Mustawsafun. There is a sad also.
Safu.
Mustawsafun. Clinic from Mustasfa, because in Arabic we say Mustasfa, that means there is a hospital. A small one is Mustawsafun. Okay. Again, this is the repeat. Asinu is China.
Too much
Okay.
China.
So though this is page 2 of 14, I believe I have sent you this list in WhatsApp as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, please, I can only make a request. Rest is up to you. Again, the time we spend in this whole 1 year or so is money. Our time is money. So our knowledge is money. This is our asset. So if you have something valuable, you try to keep it. You try to secure it. You try to store it in a safe place, and you're always scared of losing it. So all this material, when I send it to you in WhatsApp, it is for our benefit. Okay. As you can see, if I don't keep them in my computer and I'm scared of losing them, then how can I teach or how can I help out other people? See, all these goodies I found, for example, this books, the brother who made this, may Allah reward him, he has done a marvelous job of clearing it, like writing it in a very easy to follow pattern. Similarly, somebody has put together this. Now, while I am learning all these, now I'm making an effort to get these things done, in a proper way from Pakistan, like somebody I hired to put these things together for me. Because what I do, I filter these things from so many books and so many resources and try to bring it in an easy to understand format for you. So if you do not put it in, download from WhatsApp and keep a repository of it, that doesn't make me very happy. Right? So मैं शिकवा कर रहा हूँ आप लोगों से कि you guys have to meet me at least 50%, right? So if I go out of my way to provide it to you, then at least out of respect, download it and keep it in a safe place. And as Brother Altaf is doing, mashallah, he's printing it and he's writing on it. So, and that is why you can see that he's, mashallah, ahead of the game. Yeah. So that's just a little piece of advice. Do you guys, or do you know how to connect to WhatsApp from a computer? How many people know that?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows?
Yes. Personally, I
Brother
know.
Kabir, do you know how
Yeah,
to go to WhatsApp?
I
Okay,
know.
then if you do it, then it is very simple. You just go and simply, when you log in, you just click on the file and download it.
I downloaded some stuff from the WhatsApp, but not this one. I will do, inshallah.
Inshallah.
But
Okay.
WhatsApp on your computer.
So, Jazakallah khairan. May Allah reward all of you and may Allah accept it from all of us. So, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha
أشهد
illa
أن
anta.
لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Jazakallah khair.